morning. You could see some low-level clouds hanging overhead, and more of the same will be happening throughout the valley for this morning. In fact, some of these producing just a little bit of snow in some spots. So I'll keep that in mind. You might run into a couple of snow flurries or flakes as you step out the door this morning. But the big story, of course, is just how cold it's been and how cold it is right now. Our numbers are down. We're at 9 degrees currently in Langdon. We're only at 16 in Fargo, 14 in Grand Forks, and over to the east, some mid-teen temperatures at the moment, but some of us not very far from those single digits, and we've got a couple of hours of cooling yet. Add into it the wind. Some of us have some stronger winds, and our wind chills are below zero in a lot of spots up north. We're looking at 9 below in Langdon. It feels like 6 below in Roseau. Grand Forks 3 above your wind chill, and Fargo at 2 above, but just down the road into Detroit Lakes, we're looking at 1 below, and so is Valley City. So a lot of sub-zero wind chills to begin the day. So not only will you want to wear those heavier coats, but also cover up your skin, covered up those exposed areas to protect yourself from that intense cold. So you'll want the hat, the scarf, the gloves here today. And winds are out of the northwest. We've got wind speeds gusting into the teens and 20s, a 25-mile-per-hour gust in Hallock. Other places reporting steady speeds into the 20s, and it's coming in out of the northwest again, and that's a cold wind blowing in. So just unpleasant in general to be outdoors this morning. And our visibility in most areas looks okay, but the Elbow Lake area down to 2.5 miles, and back over to Jamestown, less than 2 miles, your visibility report there. So there are some issues in some areas as far as visibility is concerned. There's some snow in some spots. You could see some of those snow showers dropping through here this morning. One right along I-29 between Grand Forks and Fargo. And if this holds together, it may just brush through the FM Metro. Grand Forks seeing some snowflakes on the north side of town, especially on the East Grand Forks side of the Red River. And so there's just these areas of snow, just like the last couple of days where we're seeing them move through. But other than that, it's looking fairly quiet. We're not looking at any, several inches of snow events coming up here for today. So here's a look at your hour-by-hour planner. We'll see those numbers slide back down into some single digits before we warm things back up, starting with that sunrise. So I'd say starting around that 9 o'clock hour, we start to see a turnaround in temperatures. We'll end up with some teens by lunchtime, but then we just don't warm up from there. We end up in some upper teens for highs, and that is it. So it's going to be just a cold Monday ahead. Wind still coming in out of the northwest. We're looking at winds gusting into the teens, at times maybe getting to that 20-mile-per-hour range. So that means wind chills are going to be a factor all day long. We'll see a little more sun as we head into the afternoon hours, so at least it'll be nice and bright, but again, it's not going to do much to help us out. Into the 7 o'clock hours, making that slide again into some single digits after sunset. Some of us may even dip below zero for a time. The critical thing here will be the wind, how quickly it will switch to a more southwesterly direction, and just how strong it's going to be. The stronger the wind, the more warm air it's moving in, but in addition to that, it just keeps things moving and keeps us from cooling down as much. But don't be surprised if you see a negative number like in Foston around this time tomorrow morning to start. Heading into the later morning and into the afternoon, you could see more clouds building, but temperatures are making a recovery tomorrow. We've got a couple of days after today where we make a quick turnaround. So by 4 o'clock tomorrow, we're looking at some upper 20s with more cloud cover to end the day. And then heading into Wednesday, we're looking at even warmer weather from there. Here's a view of sun and clouds here. Thanks, Austin, for sharing this. And in your 7-day planner, we're looking at some warmer weather by the time we get to Wednesday. Above freezing, we'll hit the 41-degree mark in Fargo and stay a little milder through the rest of the week with our next chance for some snow coming up on Thursday.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. Break out the stretchy pants. Coming up on the Valley Today, Abby Furchner is live with some Thanksgiving pie recipes.